People say I'm peaceful, and I do agree, but I always wanted to become a warrior. Now, if that's you, I have good news for you, because it's not contradictory. In fact, being a warrior is not about killing, it's not about aggression, not about dominance. It's about daring to be yourself, to express yourself in a unique way that is you. And if you are somewhat of a protector, being a warrior in here and here will help you greatly. If you always imagined yourself clad in armor, sword in hand, and marching into battle, that doesn't mean you are a barbarian or that you want to kill people. No, that means you have untapped potential and you can use that to make good in the world and achieve your dreams. This is the Warrior Mindset series, and this video is exactly for you. In this series, I'll guide you through stories of great heroes, warriors of the past, whose reputation stood the test of time, and whose life can inspire you to live up to your highest potential and to be more of who you really are. So today's choice is Toyotomi Hideyoshi, who wasn't born a warrior, but certainly had a mindset of one. In a country of strict rules about hierarchy, where the warrior class, called the samurai, got all the best paying jobs and the highest offices, he managed to surpass all of them, became instrumental in unifying the warring states, and assumed the rank of Toiko, who is practically the ruler of Japan. But he didn't start as a success, because he had three major disadvantages. First, he was born into a peasant family, which made him extremely poor. He also didn't have samurai bloodline because of his upbringing. And third, he was mocked for his appearance. People called him monkey-faced because he was ugly. But he didn't care about any of it. Hideyoshi's father not being around, his mother sick, and the civil war raging the country, he knew that in order to lift his family from poverty, he had to rise in the ranks among the samurai. He started working like a horse and gave value to people, so much so that he slowly but gradually grew income, in rank, in influence. Sometimes he would work for days without eating just to put some food on the table. This has made him extremely persistent, and by the time he managed to grow his family out of poverty, slowly started being noticed by officers, by samurais, and he managed to get under the wings of Oda Nobunaga. Now that his family was taken care of, Toyotomi Hideyoshi decided to assume a bigger purpose, to help Oda Nobunaga end the war and unify the country. This has led him to one of his greatest acts of courage, of persistence, of discipline. But his reputation was still obscure when he decided to help securing the allegiance of Hanbei, a military genius living up in the mountain. Toyotomi Hideyoshi knew that gaining his alliance would be crucial, winning the war and helping Oda Nobunaga unify Japan. According to the book of Yoshikawa Eiji, called the Taiko, which I highly recommend you read, he climbed the mountain more than 6 or 7 times, if I remember correctly. The first few days, Hanbei didn't even give him a chance to talk. He refused an audience entirely. But then, since Hideyoshi came back again and again, Hanbei saw his persistence, appreciated it, and became curious of his character. So he accepted an audience with him. What he saw was humility. Hideyoshi didn't try to bribe him, convince him, or threaten him into helping them. What Hanbei saw in him was pure purpose. The purpose to end conflict and unify Japan. He was still adamant in refusing the world of conflict, so he rejected him for several days more. Now, according to Sengoku era chronicles, they only talk about 3 climbs, but that's not the point. The point is, Toyotomi Hideyoshi would have climbed the mountain 1,000 times if he had to. But he didn't have to. Because Hanbei on the last day, whichever number that is, accepted his offer and became the greatest military strategist the era has known, helping Oda Nobunaga and Toyotomi Hideyoshi win the war. All this was possible thanks to two things Hideyoshi had in abundance, one of which was a vision so powerful, so vivid, that obstacles bowed before him. The other one was persistence so strong that giving up was not an option. No plan B. Now, with all due respect, if a poor, mocked, bloodless nobody could reshape the course of history, what excuse do we have when our mountain is smaller? We're probably not as poor, ugly, or weak as he was. And also, we probably don't have to unite a country. Well, if that's you, then huge respect. But why not live our dreams? Now, this video is not about to make you compare yourself and question your abilities. It's to inspire you to have a sacred purpose and to have unstoppable persistence so that you can assume your true warrior's mindset. With that, your dreams will not only become possible, they will become inevitable. If this video helped you, consider subscribing and be ready for the next episode in the Warrior's Mindset series, where I'm going to be talking about a certain ancient king of Sparta. And until that time, be yourself.